Maggie stopped speaking. The town's psychiatrist had also passed away, and the family continued to argue without end. Burns announced that he would cover all funeral expenses and sponsor the engraving of a headstone.
For shame!
Burns fled in a panic, clutching his sponsorship money, narrowly escaping being buried at someone else's funeral. Just as he was making his escape, his secretary accidentally bumped into a professor who was immersed in a VR world. The professor explained that the glasses he had invented could transport people into the most wonderful dreamscapes imaginable.
No.
Burns was immediately intrigued and decided to take them for himself. Back home, he dove in headfirst to experience it personally. But that was merely the appetizer. The real draw was the vast amount of immersive adult content inside. Burger King, Dragon Fantasy, all kinds of genres were available. Considering Burns' low demand for being catered to, his secretary decided to create a custom dream scenario for him, a virtual family. To make the experience feel authentic, they began recruiting actors. The farmer's family was too large, and the Milhouse family lacked warmth and affection. The ones ultimately chosen were, of course, the Simpsons.
You're all hired, except you, fatso.
That is so disappointing. I've always wanted to work for Mr. Burns.
Before long, Marge and the kids put on green suits and performed hard to earn their pay. Burns experienced the warmth of family for the first time. The only issue was that the children didn't quite resemble him. But in a virtual world, none of that was a problem.
No, it's too beautiful. Like a Supreme Court full of Scalias. Switch to something else.
In the virtual world, swapping faces was just the starter. Removing the blur was the real essence of it all. Burns examined himself from head to toe and found that his favorite part was his feet. The delightful experience led him to sign a renewed 10-year contract on the spot. Homer, having been displaced from his own home, had no choice but to spend every evening at Moe's Tavern. He returned home at his usual time of 11 o'clock, only to find his wife still at someone else's place, changing shoes for them. It was clear she wasn't just earning money, she was walking all over his dignity. Marge told him he could just go to Moe's Tavern as usual, but Homer said that ordinarily he went there to escape household chores, and now going there felt pointless.
You could clean out the attic.
Go to boat.
Upon hearing this, Moe said he knew that feeling all too well, an empty room with no one bossing you around. Not only did you not have to do any chores, you didn't have to hear the kids making noise either. Homer suddenly had an epiphany. Clearly, this was the life he had always dreamed of. He didn't even need to come here to drink anymore. It was cheaper at home, and he didn't have to deal with disagreeable people.
No one calls me mean.
Back home, Homer embraced his newfound freedom with abandon, but his carefree antics went a little too far, and he gradually started behaving like a weirdo. Just as he lay stark naked on the rooftop singing to himself, a woman's voice drifted over from across the way.
Don't worry, I've seen you naked plenty of time.
I don't think my wife would like this.
You're not my type.
The two hit it off instantly and talked about everything under the sun. Her fiancé was a pilot who was frequently away from home, while Homer's wife and kids were actors working at someone else's place.
Homer? Something's going on with Homer. My spouse's sense is tingling. Mom!